Kia ora, and welcome to Cooking with Clementine. Today I'm just going to show a quickie. It's a tropical chia seed pudding recipe. So it's something that's real easy to make. It's got like 4 or 5 ingredients that are pretty much going to be thrown together, mixed up, and it's going to make a real versatile, like easy snack that you can take out if you don't really have time to like make anything. This is a real good one. If you don't have time to do a whole lot of preparation, this is a good one. It's like super easy, super fast. Um, but yeah, before I do that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the ignorance that's perpetuated our society. Um, I think there's a lot of ignorance. I think there's a lot of people that don't want to um, do the research and try and see things for what they really are. Um, so there was a status that came up on my newsfeed a little while ago, and it was posted by one of my friends. I'm pretty sure he's made it his like New Year's resolution. So it was a couple of months ago to go vegetarian. I'm guessing for ethical reasons, probably some health reasons as well. So the status was like it went something along the lines of it's easy to go vegetarian or it's easy to go without meat. You just replace the meat with extra cheese. You just add extra cheese to everything. And I think someone commented on it and said something like, "Oh, I don't know if cheese is very ethical either." And then someone else commented on it and they said, "No, cheese is a lot better than meat because no one had to give their life for cheese." Wow. Um, in case you guys don't know, there was a statistic released by Safe a couple of months ago. Um, that was last year the New Zealand dairy industry killed, murdered 2 million bobby calves. 2 million beautiful babies got killed so we could eat dairy. That's fucked. Whole world's lost its goddamn mind. Who thinks this is okay? Apart from the corporations that are making a fuck ton of money. Like, if you think that it's perfectly okay and reasonable for babies to die, to get killed within like 48 to 72 hours of their life, you should probably have a sit down and like think about that and maybe reevaluate your morals in life. I encourage you to think about that and think a little bit more deeply into that, because if you think that's wrong and you're still supporting the dairy industry and you're funding this cruelty by eating cheese, yogurt, milk, then your behavior is like directly violating your own personal morals. So I think we've got a population of, must be, I don't know, last time I heard it was like 4.5 million ish in New Zealand. So for 2 million bobby calves to get slaughtered in 1 year to provide dairy for 4.5 million people, for every 2 people to eat dairy in a year, 1 baby has to get murdered so you can have dairy. Like, does anyone else feel fucking sick thinking about that? Honestly, like, and it's been easy as fuck to give up dairy, like. So there's coconut milk, rice milk, oat milk, soy milk, obviously, almond milk. There's a whole bunch of like blends of different kinds of milk. There's like soy ice cream, coconut ice cream, sorbet. I had some cream cheese the other day. I think it was Tofetti. It was quite expensive. It was like $11 for a tub, but fuck, it was good. It was like real like cream cheese, eh? Yeah, like cheese probably isn't going to be the same. I've tried quite a lot of cheeses, and some of them are alright. I haven't gotten into the side of like making my own cheeses yet, which is something I've been meaning to do, but time's a bit of a bitch sometimes. But I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna make babies die so I can eat fucking cheese. Like, have a taste of cheese in my mouth, which is just gonna make me fucking fat and sick. Yeah, it's fucked up, man. In my opinion, meat is probably actually more ethical than dairy. So if you buy beef in New Zealand, chances are it's come from an animal that's probably lived for about 2 years in a paddock. Yeah, so it would have had 2 years of life probably ish, and then it would have gone to the abattoir and gotten slaughtered. Okay, like, that's not okay. That's fucking sad. But that's a better fate. That's better than dairy cows get it, man. Honestly, I've worked on dairy farms. I worked on dairy farms for like 2 years when I left school. It was a long time ago. Obviously, it was a long time before I went vegan. Yeah, cows get it a lot worse than that. You know, cows get force impregnated every year. They get hand raped by some sleazy fucking AI technician. So they can all get pregnant at the same time to fit like the milking schedule. For those who don't know, the gestation period of a cow is 9 months, so it works out to be the same as humans. So if they don't all start calving within like a couple of weeks of each other, the ones that haven't calved after that, they'll induce a pregnancy. So they pretty much force them to give birth. Any male calves, which are bobby calves, will be probably slaughtered within, slaughter's a nice word for it, let's just say murder, that's what it is, within probably 48 to 72 hours of life. That's all it will get, because it's born with a dick. Sorry bud, you're out. Obviously meat and dairy, they use different breeds, so I guess the bobby cows will probably get turned into like cat food or dog food. Yeah, I worked on this one dairy farm where after they took all the like females that they were keeping, the heifers, they put them all into like a paddock and hey bunny, and made the cows all walk past them all to get milked, which is fucking brutal. Like the sound of hundreds of cows crying for their babies, and of course the babies cry for their mothers in the same way that the mothers cry for their babies. It's absolutely brutal. There's no justification for what we do. I couldn't justify eating dairy anymore. I couldn't justify the torture and cruelty and like murder of babies for me to have dairy. That just seems like the most selfish fucking like thing that I can imagine for like a taste in my mouth. Like, it's just bizarre. It's just like the world's lost its mind. It's fucked. So yeah, personally I think meat's probably more ethical than dairy. That doesn't mean to say you should eat meat, because it'll fucking kill you, but it's my opinion. Cool, so here's my ingredients that I'm using. So I'm going to use a couple of tablespoons of coconut sugar, and there's a quarter of a cup of chia seeds. That is half a mango. I would have used a whole mango, but only had half a mango, so you can use tin mango, but that's fresh. So there is half a pineapple as well. 1 1/4 cups of coconut water, and I'm going to use just a couple of tablespoons of the coconut cream. So you can use water instead of coconut water, of course, but I'm really into the coconut water at the moment. And you can use pineapple juice instead of using fresh pineapple, but I'm just trying to keep it as whole foods as I can and steer away from the processed. Any juice that you buy, most of them probably are going to have a whole bunch of like processed sugar and stuff added to them. So I just try and keep it as whole foods as I can. Next potential vegan.
No.
Go vegan.
But no,
like, you've even got a V on your t-shirt.
She's doing really well at taunting me.
What was that you were saying about putting my rabbit on the barbecue the other day, Ian?
Oh shit, I would love to eat that.
Would you?
Mm.
It's gonna go down real well with my viewers.
Honey soy rabbit.
Honey soy rabbit.
Imagine that on the barbecue. How good would that taste? Those little fluffy ears. You know,
Fuck off.
they would just be awesome. Yeah.
I was actually thinking about putting your testicles on the barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think my ones would be any good. They're a bit empty. There's no flavour
Bullshit,
in
they
there.
are.
There's no
They're just
flavour.
backed up for days.
Maybe 2 days of backing up. That's all. But most of the flavour's gone from those.
Yeah.
But I've heard that horse dick.
Horse dick.
Great for you. Look how big that shit is. Holy moly.
Stop it.
This is great vlog material.
So where am I getting a horse penis from?
Right here. Flatmate. This is what we're for, isn't it?
It's not vegan though.
It's not a pork sausage.
Well, it's gonna taste like fucking salty rotten meat when you jizz in my face.
It's empty. Apparently, there's no jizz left. So no jizz in your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And is this gonna be like historical on your computer? You're just gonna like look at this to get yourself off, or?
Possibly. It's definitely going in the wank bank, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh shit yeah.
Yeah. I mean, between you and those bananas, got all I need, really, don't I?
Double penetration gun.
So in the blender, I've got my pineapple, my coconut water, a couple of tablespoons of coconut cream, and about a tablespoon of coconut sugar. And I got a good deal on watermelons today. They were 99 cents each from good old Veggieland. So I'm looking forward to those. So I'm just going to blend this up. So according to the internet, Chia is the ancient Aztec word for strength. Cool, so I've just thrown everything in a bowl and mixed it together. So I'm going to leave that for about 20 minutes. And we'll come back to it and see how it goes. Oh yeah. Oh. So I just cut into one of my watermelons for a quick snack and discovered this. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, I don't know about this one, eh? That's better.
There's a difference.
Is there?
While I'm eating an apple. But yes, I don't mind eating meat, but I don't like it when animals get treated poorly.
That doesn't make sense though.
Sure it does.
How does it make sense?
Well, there's a difference between farming animals and gluing their mouths shut and tearing their fur off and...
How do you think animals die?
Well, animals get killed.
Yeah. Do you think it's cruel to kill something that wants to live?
When you put it like that, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I still don't want to eat them. I love meat. It's a huge part of my diet.
So did I. I loved meat. I just realised that I was a fucking hypocrite by saying that I liked animals and then paying people to kill them for me.
I can't really argue with that. I'm still going to eat meat.
Oh! There you go, folks. There's no arguing it. Cool, so I just left it for about half an hour. Come back to have a look at it and it's ready to eat. So you can see it's kind of almost like a tapioca kind of pudding. Be nice to see a bit more mango in there. Would have used a whole mango if I had one, but yeah, so you could put any fruit in there. You could slice up some banana and stir that through. Good shit. Get it in, yeah.